Hey guys, Bump here, bringing you this Mage Tower 9.2 Obliteration guide. So I made a couple of these videos already, but it's been with, Breath of Sindragosa builds, running at level 50 trial character. So I thought what I would do is make one where I use the Obliteration talent, because I feel like a lot of people don't really fancy running Breath of Sindragosa. So it's good to know how to play it with Obliteration. First of all, we have some talents and yeah, most importantly, in the first phase, we pick up Death's Reach. Otherwise, it's the normal kind of Obliteration build. What we're going to do later, so in the second phase, we're actually going to swap talents. So we pick up Blinding Sleet, and that's to help out with the ads. Other than that, for our weapon, we used Unending Thirst. In the first phase, we're going to swap that to Fallen Crusader in the second phase. You could also run Razor Eyes in second phase, and it would be similar. Anyway, let's just take a look at the video and I'll talk you through my tactic. So let's jump ahead. There we go. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pop all our cooldowns to kind of start burning down the boss. So you can see that I use my normal opener, Remorseless Winter into Empower Rune Weapon, and then I use my Pillar Frost macro to just generate that first Killing Machine proc. So dealing with the Razor Eyes is the most important part of the first phase. So what you generally want to do is make sure you have a Rhyme proc ready and make sure you have your Remorseless Winter ready. What you're then going to do is you're going to use a ton of Death Strikes and generally also try to kill the Razor Eyes, because we're running the rune of the Unending Thirst. Whenever we kill the Razor Eyes ads, we're going to get so much HP coming in. Anyway, first one we can just kill normally. Second one, you can see that I grip in the main target. I always do that for everyone. And then I use Frostwind's Fury, and that instantly kills a large amount of Razor Eyes for me. That's when we're running Death's Reach. So you can see I'm almost standing quite close to the center here. I do that because he jumps away. I can always grip him with Death's Reach. See that? So I actually don't think I used my Obliteration window here. I wait until I've killed the Razor Eyes. The thing is that when you're inside the Razor Eyes, you don't want to use your Obliteration window because you're going to use Death Strike so much. So it makes a lot more sense to spend your runic power, use Death Strike, and that would mess up your window. Anyway, we've got the intermission phase here. We're going to use Death Strike a lot. Locate him, use Death Advance, AMS, and just run straight to him. And that's what we're going to try and do pretty much every single time. And it's going to be by far the easiest way to deal with it. Okay, he's now in his Arcane phase. We're going to dodge this barrage, nothing fancy there. We are going to make sure we have our Interrupt, because he's going to do his Drawing Power spell, which we're going to need to interrupt ASAP. Here it comes, we interrupt, all good. Then I'm going to save my next Pillar of Frost window because I know he's going to jump away soon. There we go. What we're going to do is, oh, it seems like I missed out. I think I used my Death Grip to interrupt him there instead of using my actual interrupt. In this phase, we're pretty much exclusively going to hit Death Strike, except when we're in our Obliteration window. You can see that even in my Obliteration window, I felt like I had to press Death Strike because I was about to die. Okay, we kill that as soon as possible. Death Advance, AMS, and we go. It's a good idea to use Death Strike a lot here as well, just to make sure you're healthy. I think that's a good takeaway. Use Death Strike a ton in this challenge. Like, it's not just to keep us from dying, it's to make sure we are close to max HP, because it makes everything so much easier. We can see he's now casting Frost Bolt, which means that he's in the Frost phase, which means we can expect the Razor Eyes soon. I'm not gripping in straight away, instead I'm focusing on killing the Razor Eyes. I'm targeting one, and then I'm using my Death Strike to heal up on that. And as soon as it kills it, I get this Death Strike proc, which heals me a ton, and that kind of keeps me alive. Alright, we have another Obliteration window. We're going to use that as it comes. You can see I have almost Winter here, but I'm saving it because I want to use it when the Razor Eyes spawns. Lots of Death Strikes here. Pretty much every second GCD should be a Death Strike. Ooh. This is a difficult overlap because if we don't kill the race size quickly enough, you're going to have the barrage at the same time, which is a very easy way of wiping at that point. But, you know, just do your best. Try and have a Rhyme proc like I did here. And then, yeah, just kill him as quickly as you can. So I used my second Frost Swim there, and that's fine. With my DPS here, I will have my Frost Swims up for the final phase when I need it to kill the ads. So that's going to be all good. What's going to happen next is we're going to have one additional Arcane phase, and then I'm going to push him. You don't, so those Arcane shocks, right, they push you out of the bubble. What you can do is actually just interrupt them as well. That's also viable. But I feel like it's, yeah, it depends on how close you are to him using his channel, right, that we need to interrupt. But, up to you. I think you should probably just interrupt it. Because you can always use Death Grip, right, to do the draw power. Right, we know that when interrupt the draw power, he's gonna jump away, and I'm gonna run and grip him. I actually don't. I say my Empire Rune weapon here because last time I actually didn't have it up for when I needed it. We're gonna use drums and everything in final phase, and we kind of want to have Empire Rune weapon up so we can get some extra big damage in. Using lots of Death Strike here, trying to make sure we are almost topped. Walk up for the shock, walk in, wait a little bit until we're AMS, Death Advance, AMS, and then run to him. Every single time. That's what we want to do. Cool, we can see he's down on 25% health. He will transition at 10%. And I'm just mindful of that because I want to make sure I have all my cooldowns ready. So I can't remember, but I might not use my Pillar Frost window here. Okay, we should have saved that. So the thing is that I didn't have a Rhyme proc there, which is why I committed my Icebound Fortitude. Icebound Fortitude is a great way to deal with Race Rise because it will reduce the damage you take from it by a significant amount. Okay, it's down to 20%. I'm just going to oblit him a little bit more. I'm just being a conservative here. I want to make sure that my transition is good. This is great. I had the race. Like as long as you have Race Rise and you can press Remorse's Winter as soon as you spawn Race Rise, you're going to be fine because you're going to deal so much damage. This is sketchy. We'll have that difficult overlap again. But we managed to dodge everything nicely. Also, use the interrupt as much as you can in this phase. Okay. We keep working on these. I use a naked Howling Blaster actually just to apply my dot on everything. That's actually something I think you should do. If you don't have the Rhyme, which you should be saving, use a naked Howling Blast. I probably could have used my Pillar Frost like much earlier. The thing is that, you know, I messed up a little bit. You can see my AMS actually goes away there because the beam actually deals damage. It's generally not enough to kill you, but it will break AMS, so be careful about, you know, just run across quickly. Right, he will now transition. We're gonna sit down and eat just to make sure we at max HP. We're also gonna swap talents and swap weapons. So I've prepared another weapon which has Uniform Crusader. Swap to that there. Pick up Blinding Slate. All right, so final phase. What we're going to do here is to maximize the amount of area we have to move on. To do that, the very first thing you're going to do is grip the ad into the middle. That's very important. You can see I'm standing here close to the middle. I'm going to grip him. What he's going to do is going to stand in the middle and he's going to spawn the first puddle there. All right, I messed up there. I should have used my blast and then my IQD. Oh well. That puddle will then grow, but it will not reach the edge, which means that usually that first puddle is going to take up like 30% of the whole kiting area. But since we put him in the middle, that's going to be much easier. Run away with the seed. As soon as the ad spawn, we're going to use Blinding Slate. In this case, I have my Frostman's Fury, which is going to help me deal with these ads and make it very easy to kill them. Okay, boss You can see it out, the first puddle goes out, but it doesn't quite reach the edge. So we can just about kite him along the edge here very nicely. And that's a goal here. We're going to try and maximize the amount of room we have, the amount of time we have to kill him. And we do that by slowly kiting him around. Always standing right at the edge where he's expanding his purple ground effect, but never being hit. It kills you in like 3 seconds. You need to be very careful. But at the same time, you don't want to be kiting him very quickly. I know he's going to spawn the ad soon, so I'm keeping my Remorseless Winter ready. Ideally, I want to have a proc of Rhyme as well. We'll see if we get that. Yeah, we do, but I used it. That's not great. You run away. As soon as the ad spawn, what we're going to do is we're going to use Blinding Sleet on them. Then we're actually going to hit one here until we get a Rhyme proc. And then we're going to use our spells. That makes sure that they don't stop moving that quickly. I'm having some difficulties killing them here, but they are going to die. I get a Rhyme proc, kill that, grip the last one in. I could have had more distance to kill them, honestly. That was a bit too close. Alright, keep backpedaling slowly. We have our next Obliteration window. Pop our Empower Wound weapon and then just go into the cleave rotation. So that means Obliterate with Killing Machine proc and then Howling Blast with Rhyme. Obliterate with Killing Machine proc, back and forth, back and forth. Kind of going. It's down at 45% health. And I'm slowly kiting backwards. I know he's going to spell an ad soon, so I'm holding my Remorseless Winter. Just keep kiting. Alright, he does it. I now have a Rhyme proc, which is great. Alright, we're gonna stand far away, use our Blinding Sleet, use our Rhyme proc, and then start killing them. I also use some Chains of Ice here. We can see how slow they are. This is going to be no issue at all. Well, it wasn't that easy, but use Chains of Ice. It's a very strong slow, and we're going to kill it. Next Obliteration window. We initiate with a macro. We have our trinket up again as well. And you can see we have loads of space left. You know, that initial grip, it gives you so much room, which means that the final phase, it's just not that big of a DPS race. You can see me when I kill it. I have loads of room to spare. Frosting's Fury is up again, which means that the next set of ads is going to be easy peasy. I don't need to worry about them too much because, yeah, my Frosting is going to deal with them. Look at all that space. Like, I got like 35-40% left of the perimeter. Blinding Sleet, Dragon, Remorseless Winter, and then we kill him. This is by far the easiest pack. Okay, cool. Boss is down to 20% health. He's probably going to die before I get the next set of ads. I could have tanked him a bit better there, but oh well. Next Obliteration window, I got my Power Rune weapon, so I'm just blasting it at this point. And you can see that I got loads of space. I could probably take in another set of ads. I could probably make 2 more sets of ads here if I didn't have more damage, but I did have enough, and boss is dead. Cool. I hope this guide helps everyone out there who's been struggling doing this specific Mage Tower with the Obliteration build. I must be honest to say that I didn't one-shot this. It took me a couple of tries to get back into it, but as you can see, this final kill was quite, you know, comfortable. Thank you very much for tuning in. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video. I'll thought down below. Hook up on the Acros Discord. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.